characters.
Hold on,
Again,
what are we doing? What are we doing now?
Traumatizing our characters.
Traumatizing
again.
our characters and playing D&D. Hooray!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Everyone loves playing D&D. Super secret episode time.
Yay.
Super secret episode. Recorded in secret. You won't know this happened unless you see it on YouTube.
YouTube. Yes.
Oh, I started recording, by the way.
Oh,
That makes sense, yes.
hi, YouTube.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, YouTube.
Super secret.
Super secret. Oh. Yeah, this is an episode that happens just between the time when you fall into the darkness and when you arrive at the dawn of dark destinies. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ahoy.
You are falling through
Ahoy.
reality and falling through nonsense. Let's see where that takes you, shall we? I'm just glad that I get to hang out with you three and play Dungeons and Dragons, because that's my happy place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been sick, and everyone's been stressed. And we're so close to the end of this first arc of the story. Yeah.
For sure. No, it's
So
gonna be.
close.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's cook it.
Let's go.
Requin, quickly. Make a perception
Wait, you
save.
don't. Perception
Suddenly
Perception
DMD.
save. Just if you fail, you lose your eyes.
You lose your eyes.
Oh.
Well, I'll have you know that I think I'm safe.
Perfect.
That's a 23.
23. Excellent. That's very good.
I think I'll be keeping my eyes. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Turns out the DC was 24. The power of the DM just changed the DC to one more than whatever you rolled.
Yay! That'll teach you to exist. Requin. Thankfully, you feel your face and you do have eyes.
Wow.
It is through those eyes that you find yourself walking through darkness. You must be standing on something. There is something beneath your feet. You remember having feet. It's kind of an odd feeling. You forgot you had them for a minute there. You get the distinct feeling that you're sinking, but also you seem to be walking forward. And you don't so much see like light in the distance, but things around you sort of starting to become visible, as though fading in, like watercolor fading into paper. But this is color fading out of blackness.
Interesting.
Would
She's very on guard.
Would you like to walk towards where things are becoming more tangible, or away?
Toward.
Towards.
May
It doesn't
as well
matter.
have some sense of direction.
It doesn't matter
Okay,
anyway.
it doesn't matter.
Sorry if I'm coughing because I lost my voice. Another one of the reasons why we're recording this episode instead of live streaming it. Because I'm sick. Everyone feels sorry for me. I'm actually recovering from being sick. But that's beside the point. Because Requin, you step forward into a strange forest, bathed in a pale red glow. Tiny orange fireflies buzzing around a huge fallen tree. Your viola seems to materialize next to you. It is dead.
That's very weird.
It is dead silent here, but there seems to be some sort of undercurrent of sound just beyond hearing.
Can I touch a firefly?
You try to catch a firefly. Please make a grapple attack against the firefly.
That's an at one.
The firefly grabs you.
Reckon you take 10 damage.
Okay. Oh, really?
The firefly sears through your hand like a laser beam. It is painful.
Yeah, no, she'll hold her hand and continue walking forward, making sure to dodge any of the floating insects.
Hmm.
And place her other hand against the tree. As she's seen Allie do that many a times.
Excellent. Ali, can you make a perception for me?
Sure. 21.
21. Excellent. You are stuck in darkness somewhere. Although you can't hear anything, you remember that you can when you hear a sort of shuffling footstep and then a sort of light tap, as though something is hitting something solid and tangible just above you.
Okay.
Says Ali to themselves.
Ali instinctively reaches for a dagger.
Excellent. You reach, you have a dagger in your hand.
Now she's on guard trying to figure out what's going on.
Excellent. You feel like you're lying down. Do you want to get up?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Could you make a constitution save for me?
I rolled a nat 20.
Nat
Okay.
20?
Let's go.
I see how it is.
Wow. Nat 1s and nat 20s already. Requin, the log in front of you just explodes. As Ali stands up, just headbutting their way out of it. Their eyes are still closed.
They barely impacted the tree.
An entrance?
Ali, you are stuck in darkness, but you can hear someone breathing nearby.
Hello.
Says Ali cautiously.
Pleasure of you to finally join me.
Comes a familiar voice.
Requin? Where are you?
Yeah. She'll tap her hand on Allie's shoulder and burn her to face Requin.
Excellent. Ali, you have been forcibly turned around. You can hear the Requin breathing in front of you. There is no other sound. You can't see anything.
What's going on?
Says
Not
Ali
quite sure.
confused.
There's a tree.
There is. Where?
Can you not open your eyes?
I don't know. Can I open my eyes?
That's a good question. You do remember you have them now.
Oh, okay. I opened my eyes. Hopefully.
Perfect. Waving happily from behind Requin is Jack.
Thank you.
Hi, Jack.
Sure.
Ali, you discover you are in a strange, red-tinged forest. The light seems to be just there, not coming from the moon or the stars. The sky above is just pitch black. But the forest seems to be just glowing a pale red. What would you like to do?
So I'm guessing you don't have any more information than I do.
As soon as I have no information, I'm going to assume not.
Says Ali sassily.
Is this a
Right.
tree we have to stab, or is this a tree we like? Where are we? Where's everyone else? I start looking for everyone else.
Excellent. Percept, please.
29.
29.
Yeah.
Excellent. You see, as you turn around and look around the clearing, a rather unusual lump on the ground. It appears that someone has sculpted like you would at the beach, a sort of Esker beach sculpture in the dirt in front of the tree.
It's sand esker.
It does look very lifelike.
I touch it.
Excellent. Esker, in your peaceful dreams, something uncomfortable prods you. You're having a very peaceful sleep. You can't remember how long it's been. Could be a minute, could be a million years. This is the first time you can remember feeling uncomfortable in a long time.
Let me sleep.
Says the
And,
sand
like,
Esker.
And he will like wiggle his hand, if that's to like shoo away whatever's making him uncomfortable.
Excellent. Ali, it seems this is the real Esker.
I'm going to shout for him to wake up.
Excellent. Esker, make a perception, please.
It's gonna go well. Oh, it is gonna go well. 17.
17.
Yeah.
You hear a voice you recognize. Ali, you remember that name. You remember that elf. Where? Where do you remember that elf from? You have all these memories sort of clashing together. You remember them clearly, but can't quite remember the timeline and how it all fits together.
I know that voice. But where?
Requin's gonna walk over and stand next to Ali and say in a louder voice than she usually would, Esker, you have eyes, you have ears, you have feet, you have hands. Wake up.
Esker?
Esker will open one eye and like glance around.
Excellent. You
See
do
if he
not
can
know this
see-
place.
See if you can see like his hands, and then like we'll clap his hands together.
Esker claps their hands together. Dirt and debris fall back to the ground.
Oh. He'll open the other eye and try and stand.
You see Ali and Requin standing over you. Ali looking more concerned, Requin looking a little bit upset, I assume.
Annoyed.
Annoyed. It is easy for you to stand up. And as you do so, 3 skeletons stand up out of the dirt around you.
Do I still feel like sandy?
Yeah. You're covered in sand.
I'm covered in sand, or I am sand?
No, you're just covered in sand.
Right. I'll use prestidigitation to clean myself.
Perfect. You are back to being clean. It seems that you are just covered in a fine layer of dust and sand that is nestled upon you for who knows how long.
How long have I been here?
That's
No
that's
idea.
a great question that I do not have the answer to.
Definitely feel rested.
You do indeed. You hear a voice from nearby. Well, y'all been there for at least half an hour. That's how long I've been looking around. It is Lee.
Hey!
Leaping from the dark forest up onto one of the fallen branches.
I run up and hug Lee. She's alive. I don't know what's happening.
Lee hugs you back.
Yeah.
Lee seems to remember you more and more the longer that the hug goes on. Lee looks at Ali deep into her eyes, and then over to Eska and Requin. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I thought maybe I dreamed it. Maybe none of you were real. She pokes Ali's nose gently. Y'all feel real enough. I'm glad you ain't a dream.
Aww.
Y'all know why we're here?
I don't know the answer to that.
Uh,
Another great question.
Has your reconnaissance gained any knowledge?
Ain't nothing out there but damn darkness and more leaves. Can't even get a
Right.
sense of direction out there.
Can I open my compass
Sure.
to see
Sure can.
if one there's any dot of Helestra? I doubt there would be, but just in case. 2 directions?
Your compass is spinning wildly.
Yep.
Absolutely figures.
What's the last thing everyone remembers?
remember bowling. I think we were fighting something. Maybe.
I look for my diary in my pack.
You do have your diary there.
And I look at the last entry.
Excellent. All the pages are blank. You
What?
feel like
That's a nightmare for me.
you feel
Oh
like
no!
yeah, you feel like they say something, but there's nothing written on them. Like the pages are almost trying to speak to you.
I get out some ink and I just write my name on the bottom of a page.
Yep, this is perfect. As you write it, the ink just disappears.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That's cool.
Mm.
Does my bracelet have my name on it still?
Yeah, still does.
Okay. I feel a little better now.
I still exist. Hooray! This place is definitely strange. The vibes are weird.
Yeah.
Does Eskin notice that weird sort of face-looking thing in the center of the tree?
perceive.
Perceive. It's 12.
12?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. Could just be the way that the wood's growing.
He not knowing that it looks like it'd still look funny.
Yeah, still looks weird.
It still looks weird. Okay, cool. He will walk up to the center of the tree and place both his hands on it and start casting Identify.
Perfect. You start casting Identify. Could you roll a 1d20 for me?
Just again. That is a 20.
A 20.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. That's actually hilarious. As you cast Identify, all that comes back to you is that this is a tree. A tree of some sort. But you can feel reality kind of twisting and tearing and ripping around you. And suddenly you hear a pop. And a blinding white flash erupts from just next to Eska. Somewhere about 10-15 feet above. Could everybody please make a dexterity save?
Good at least. Dex. 16.
16. Excellent.
20.
Excellent.
14.
14. That's fine. It is not very strong, and you all manage to save yourselves from being knocked to the ground, although you do stumble back slightly away from the epicenter of the white flash. Something has fallen out of this hole in reality and has dropped to the ground. It appears to be vaguely humanoid. It's sort of a pile of robes, and as they stand back up, you hear a you hear a voice. Where in the heck am I? And a figure turns around and faces the party, looking at all of you. Says, "Oh, goodness, this is a rather strange conundrum. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be here. It is a witch."
And who might you be?
Oh. Oh. Well, this is a rather strange situation. I'm not sure whether I'm more famous than you are, but you must be Eska. Fantastic.
How do you know my name?
I do love your Rockman bits. They are amazing.
Eska will like snap his neck towards Lee and just glare.
The witch looks at Eska, looking at Lee, and sort of with her wand, like just gently waves it in the air, and you find your face compelled to turn back towards the witch. She says, "Oh, now, don't blame Lee. She's an innocent bystander. Blame the man upstairs." She points up to the sky.
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't worry. He's very good at what he does. You'll have lots of fun. Seems to just completely leave Eska and walks across towards Requin eyes sort of growing wide as they do. Please make a perception, everyone.
21.
Lee rolled a nat 20. Classic.
Okay.
Perception, I got a lemon.
A lemon. Perfect.
A lemon.
26.
26. Excellent. Eska is too dumbfounded to notice anything. Everyone else, you notice that this witch, as she moves, she doesn't really touch the ground. She just sort of
Oh.
walks as though she's... Like, her walk is kind of like a regular walk, but it's too fast or too slow for her to be actually walking, and she's stepping like an inch, a few centimeters above the ground at all times. It's very unnerving. She walks over and just begins like looking at Requin, like bending from side to side and looking at you from like all angles, as though trying to figure you out. What did you say, Requin?
Who are you?
Ah, this is amazing. You don't know who I am, but I know you. Oh, you're very famous. You're such a mystery. Where do you keep all those mysteries? She sort of looks in your ear as though trying to figure it out.
What is our purpose here?
What? Your purpose? My good friends. Your purpose is to go on an adventure. Isn't this astounding? It looks with glee at everyone. This will be extremely fun. I cannot believe that I'm here with you. Yeah. Turns around as if looking, and then sees Ali and Lee and just like floats leaping through the air and stands next to the two of you, just looking from one to the other. You're so cute, she says. Even more
Okay.
cute in person.
You know who we are?
Doesn't everybody?
I don't know who I am, so no.
Oh, well then I shan't reveal it. But I must say, I, for one, was one of the early adopters of the Ali ship.
What? What
Your
does it even mean?
relationship, dear. Your relationship. People were really vying for that one.
I look at the witch really confused because I don't know what that means.
She's now shaking Lee's hand furiously. Lee is just dumbstruck, and her arm is just sort of spaghetti noodling as the witch shakes her hand. Everyone is completely shocked.
Yeah.
The witch sort of steps lightly down on the air and lands in front of you all. Ah, you fantastic, fantastic characters.
I'm not a character.
Of course, of course. But I think since you're here, you must be going on a grand adventure. This is rather unusual, but I suppose I'm here to guide you on this quest? No. No, I'm merely here as the first stepping stone. Yes. She spins through the air and lands up upon the wood nearby. Well, welcome to the game. My name is, of course, Relaine the Witch. She looks as though waiting to see if any of you have recognition of the name.
I doubt Ali does.
None of you do. She actually seems to find this very amusing. She says, astounding. It's not often I get to make a first impression like this. Perfect. So, where are we?
Oh my god, another question people keep asking that I don't know the answer to. Starting to stress me out.
Sorry, what was that?
You clearly have more answers than we do.
My
I was
goodness.
sleeping peacefully not 5 minutes ago, and now I'm here.
Well, it seems to me that your adventure is just beginning. I sense you are transitioning from one place to another. And if I know, sort of nods towards the sky, if I know them, I think there's some odd occurrences about to happen. I'll be watching. She smiles at you all really knowingly. Now the real question is, why am I here? Yes, I've been studying what is between the planes. I am, of course, a goddess. I don't like to brag, but I am a goddess of knowledge, and I've been studying what lives between the planes of reality. Not you. You exist in another world to mine, but I think maybe I can help. She waves her wand, and a small plant, very green against the red foliage all around, sprouts in front of Esker out of the ground. It appears to be a bean plant. There are several very bright, ripe green pods on it. Yes, I think that should do. Very storybook. I love it. Now, I am not part of your story, but break one of those bean pods, and it should send you on your way. Yes, it should work. I mean, I've never tried it. Magic works here, right? She looks to all three of you, and Lee.
Eskus casts Ray of Frost just into the air.
Oh, yep, seems to work fine. I'm sure I've not forgotten anything. Enjoy your adventure. I'm sure you'll have a great time. I'm going to go have a look what's in store for you. But I won't interfere. I promise. You will have an amazing adventure through these strange pages of time. Goodbye. And she disappears, leaving you all dumbfounded and with a strange green seed pod growing in front of Esker.
He will reach out and grab it.
Excellent. It feels firm, ripe, and full of life.
Can I put in? Can I use an Arcana check?
Sure.
That'll be a dirty 20.
Perfect. It is some sort of gateway or teleportation spell. It's really not clear. It seems to be swirling and shifting as though it's not quite real. Or
And
too
we have to
real.
break that.
Says
This
Requiem.
is the only way. I think we should all be close. I'm not sure how this quite works.
I woke up holding Lee's hand. I'm not letting go of Lee.
Works for me, says Lee, and walks down close to Esker.
Esker crushes the pod.
Excellent. Jack, also coming nearby, skeletons. Could you roll a 1d12 for me, please, Esker?
Tree.
Could you roll a 1d12 again?
Oh, hang on. 1.
1. Could you roll a 1d12 again?
Oh no.
Tree again.
Roll it again.
2.
2. What are you doing?
Such big
We're
rolls.
doing two.
And one more time.
There's really
One more time. 9. Is that better?
9. Sure.
okay.
Suddenly, the world seems to flatten or raise up. It's unclear. But strange two-dimensional spheres open. All around. They swirl like fractal patterns, twisting and turning as you look at them. No matter what angle, they always seem to be facing you.
I see.
Yeah, you guys are the magic people. I don't know what this means.
Eskin's gonna walk up to Laurel one on the that's not in the row of 3, and just put his hand try and touch it.
Excellent. Lee has turned around to look at this one, and sort of turns back around to Ali. Their eyes sort of crossed now. It's like, I think I'm going to be sick. She says, "Ken, look at that thing."
Don't look at it.
Meanwhile, Eska, try to touch, please.
What do you
I would make an investigate.
Oh, I love investigating. 17.
17. The fractal pattern seems to bend and twist out of your way. Could you please roll a... Where is my little table? Could you please roll a 1d20?
A 1.
A 1.
Yeah.
Perfect. As you touch the strange fractal pattern, you disrupt it, and it sucks you all in.
What have you done?
Is all Requin has time to say. Before you find yourself arriving somewhere new. However, something has gone wrong. You have not arrived precisely where you were supposed to. You have actually arrived at your intended destination, but 250 feet in the air.
Oh no.
Yep.
What? If only we had a gem dragon with us.
And a full spell.
It's an action. I can just summon it.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
After a second, everyone begins to fall towards the ground below.
Askill will summon the draconic spirit.
Excellent.
And get it to scoop us all up.
Excellent. You all get scooped. Get in the scoop, Jack.
I mean, Jack's fine. If he dies, he comes back.
Great.
True. However, in the dragon's daring and aerial maneuvers, suddenly something crashes into the dragon. Could you please have the dragon make a strength save?
Strength. Oh, it's good at strength. 14.
14.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. How many people have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Viola just floats. So, can you roll a 1d8 4 times.
Oh no.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4. Don't drop it. 2, 5.
Cool. So, the gem dragon tries to hold on as something large has loomed out of the darkness and crashed into it. Unfortunately, one of the skeletons, this one in particular, get out of there, skeleton, and also Eska, and also Lee, and also Ali,
Oh no.
What?
have fallen out of the dragon's clutches. You are now falling through the air 250 feet up.
Can I see any shadows below?
You can. A huge shadow, in fact. Wow. That's very cool. Looking back up, you see that it was a giant flying ship that crashed into you. And with the roll that he just made, several ropes sling down, grabbing each of you. And you are hauled unceremoniously up onto the deck of this flying ship.
Right.
Yeah. A dark figure rolling up the ropes that they used to catch you stands facing away and then turns around, hands on his hips. What in the bloody hell are you doing flying a dragon out here like that? If you've done any damage to my ship, you'll hear about it.
I was using the dragon to save me and my friends from plummeting to our death. But alright.
Oh, of course. Care about the living, why don't you? What about Persephone here? And he gives the ship a good slap on the mast, as one would a friend on the back. He smiles as he does so, and you notice a pair of sharp fangs, vampire fangs. In any case, you're all alive, I guess. He looks at the skeleton. I mean, some of you anyway. What are you doing out here?
Found a witch. She grew a plant. I crushed the plant. We went through a portal and now we're here. Please elaborate, sir.
A witch, you say?
Relaine?
Oh,
Relaine?
God. I mean, she is, but you didn't. You didn't,
You know of her?
Oh, of course. That damn witch. One of the whisperers, don't you know? She says. At this point, the dragon is hovering nearby Requin on the dragon, I'm assuming.
She'll, yeah, hop down onto the ship as well.
Excellent. Jack hops off the ship and runs over near Ali. Viola floats down near Requin. And the 2 other skeletons hop off. He looks at your other skeletons, Eska. Says, I had a skeleton crew on this ship once. His face is just beaming with a smile, waiting for you to laugh at the joke.
Eska will cast Minor Illusion and have a cricket sound play.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what you're doing on my ship. What you're doing here. I was simply piloting through a rather distinct area of the world.
Where is here, exactly?
It's a bloody good question. I'm pretty good at getting lost, says the vampire. He walks up to Requin, looks you up and down, says, "Ah, a fellow bard. Yes, you seem to have the standing. Obviously the leader. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Augustus." He reaches out to
Right.
shake your hand.
They're not just gonna leave him hanging and instead look back to her compass to see if directions are there again.
It is spinning uncontrollably, even faster than before. Wow, tough crowd. Here I am thinking that a bit of saving some people might earn me a little bit of trust. I can always throw you back over the side.
I'll look at the dragon and a glowing orb will just like start forming in her mouth.
Sure.
I think you don't want to do that, sir.
I'm sorry, don't want to do what? He's literally using a dagger to pick his teeth. He hasn't been paying attention.
I love him so much.
Point up at the dragon, throw us overboard, and ship's toast.
Oh my, she's a beaut. Where'd you get it?
Not exactly sure.
He sort of moves forward, picks up one of the skeletons and just like unceremoniously puts it behind him and stands in front of the dragon. Man, he's rolling so good. He says, "Little known fact about gem dragons: if you scratch him under the left ear," and he just begins scratching, and the dragon's tail begins like thudding on the ship as he scratches the gem dragon under the chin near the ear. Absolute magic.
So you're just traveling around, no destination in mind.
I knew the other bard would understand. Yes, of course, we wander, we play, we travel. We slay on the field of battle, and in love, might I say, I don't do too terribly either. He
Can I make an insight check
sure.
on his statement?
He's now looking Ali up and down and sort of gives you a bit of a cheeky wink, Ali. So.
Like, Allie's so lost and confused, she probably doesn't notice. Or then again, she has a high perception, so she probably does notice and then chooses to ignore it.
Wow. 19 for insight.
19 for insight. He seems confident, but he's also displaying some body language which you notice he hasn't really gotten too close to anyone. He's definitely keeping his distance physically, but seems quite comfortable flirting and moving around. Excuse me.
You're not doing a very good job at keeping your mask hidden.
I don't know what you mean. Surely if you wish to flirt like this, it must be love at first sight. Perhaps we could have a battle, your viola, my lute. Whoever wins gains the admiration and love of the other. He pulls out his lute and begins strumming a few notes.
We do not have time for that.
But we always have time. And he spins and whisks his way back up to the back of the ship, puts his feet up on the barrel that is there, and leans back and begins to play. Not even paying attention to what any of you are saying. Could I get a perception check?
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone's looking at him, I'm assuming.
18?
Ooh,
I rolled really low, 15.
another 26.
Wow, Lee rolled really low too. Lee's looking at him with daggers in her eyes, in the way that he looked at Ali. apparently. Cool. The rest of you, apart from Ali and Lee, notice something dark oozing out of the woodwork of the ship. Not quite sure what it is at first, but it seems to be some sort of dark spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Requin will look to Eska, making sure that he perceived this, as he's not great with perceiving things.
Eska knows. He gives like a knowing nod.
Eskin knows how to nod.
Mm.
Perfect. Up behind Augustus, a dark figure. It looks very, very similar to him. And on the other side, a dark feminine figure. Could I get, from Requin and Eska, could I get an insight check?
25.
25.
15.
And 15. Okay. Requin, you just see two dark shapes, like two shadows looming over Augustus. He has not noticed at all. He is tuning his lute and is making offhanded comments about how pretty Requin is. Ah, my dear Bard, your hair falls in such beautiful cascades. I should write a song about it. And those eyes, piercing. My goodness. He seems to not understand it. The way you're looking at him is not in admiration. Just that you're looking at him.
She's just ignoring it.
Yeah. Eska, you are very shocked. And then confused. The figure over here, the second figure that appeared, looks like Nim. But not quite the Nim you know. It's almost like if Nim existed elsewhere, if Nim had a chance at a real life, this is the Nim that it would be.
And the other one?
The other one looks exactly like Augustus.
Eska will lash out a bolt of lightning towards the Nim shadow.
Perfect.
Please make a strength 19 save.
Excellent. Nim will.
She will.
She will. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 15.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, high strength, hey.
Yeah, it's an interesting creature.
Okay. That does nothing then. It's only a cantrip, so there's no.
Do I notice the shadows now because lightning went across the boat?
That is a good question. Lee and Ali can make another insight check. Lee notices them this time.
Insight or perception?
Insight. Or you can percept.
Well, I rolled a 3, so I feel like it doesn't matter because it's the exact same roll I made last time. Because it perception becomes a 15, with insight it becomes a 7.
Oh, Ali. You're having such good rolls on perceiving things.
Yeah.
Excellent. Augustus falls back off the barrel and stands up. What the bloody hell are you playing at? You could have hit me with that. I'm all for pyrotechnics during the act, but let's practice it first, man.
If I wanted to hit you, you would be hit.
Oh, a tough guy. Don't try to intimidate me. I've gone toe-to-toe with lich lords and demonic kings. He pulls out a long, skinny chain with a dagger of bone at the end. and cracks it. Whoosh. I'm happy to go toe
And
with
pay
toe with
attention.
you. Sorry?
To those behind you.
Yes, he floats down towards Requin and moves forward, standing close, but not close enough to make physical contact. Yes, I knew you'd be behind me. You've got my back, and I appreciate it. Don't
That's
listen.
not what I meant at all.
Don't listen to
Look.
this ragamuffin. Look, he doesn't understand how to even cast basic pyrotechnics. I almost took my head off. What have you taught
Can
your
I-
crew?
Can I cast silence, please?
Sure. What does this say?
Yeah. There's no save.
There's no save, Pep.
For the duration, no sound can be created. It's a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point within I choose. So, yeah, if other people are quiet, that doesn't bother her.
Perfect. Could you please roll a 1d20 for me?
I sure can. No, that's a 4.
Could you make a constitution save for me, please, Requin?
Maybe, yes, I think. I think so.
DC 18.
17.
Oh,
So
brutal.
close.
Let me find the correct page then.
Right. It's one of those spell misdirect things.
Nah, couldn't be that. Please make a 1d10 roll.
Sure. 1.
1? Perfect. Of course, nothing happens to Requin. Requin's immune to all sorts of shenanigans.
Yeah.
Perfect. Everything is silence. Augustus's mouth is still flapping. He is just powering on. He sort of rubs his ears as though he's the one that can't hear, not that he has been silenced. He laughs at some joke he's just made. Meanwhile, these two figures have definitely become a little bit stranger. It's like they are pale reflections of some other world. Augustus and Nim, they seem to know each other. They seem to have some sort of bond or codependence. You can see dark tendrils moving from one to the other, flashes of light when they connect. They move towards the party, specifically towards Augustus. Slowly, methodically, yet deliberately, and in seconds, they're closing the gap.
Can I cast Starry Wisp at the Nim?
Sure can.
And Esk would love to follow up with another lightning lure.
None of those require semantic components?
No, just hang on.
Starry
Verbal.
Whispers.
Oh, verbal components?
Matter.
Oh, okay. I can't cast that one.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
Sorry, Requin doesn't say,
Yeah,
No, she does not.
because
Wait.
it's silent.
all of my spells are verbal.
Man, that's really
Silently yells
you.
Eska to himself. Everyone just
Okay,
sees,
wait.
everyone just sees
Help.
Eska like doing a full Donald Duck impression, just stomping and like, flapping
I
around.
I thought I
Wait,
knew
wait,
they're
wait.
there. I can't help. I'm sorry.
I have a viola that can do stuff.
Thinks Requin.
Can my viola use its allegro,
Of course.
which
Wait,
I've never used before?
it's in silence. How can it play anything?
Ah,
Oh no.
have I doomed us all?
Thinks Requin
I really
loudly.
just didn't. I just don't want to hear him talk even more. We haven't had a long rest, have we?
You have.
Yeah,
We
have. a
have?
little bit.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, you are-
Okay,
you
because
are
I was on
fully
10
rested.
HP.
You're fully rested.
Actually, there is something Eska can do. the abilities that you give him. This is one that he hasn't used yet. He will start shimmering, and you'll see more spirits of gem dragons start swirling around him.
Excellent. Eska shines bright like a diamond.
And any creatures within 15 feet will have to make a DC 19 with save.
Any creatures at all?
Any creatures that I choose, so I
Okay.
won't choose like my allies and the
They are both just within 15 feet.
Yeah, so DC 19 with save.
19 whiz save.
Yes, please.
Excellent. The Augustus shadow, no. The Nim shadow, yes.
Yeah.
Please have 13 necrotic damage on the failed, and speed is halved on that one. The other
Excellent.
one doesn't take anything.
Eska, could you please roll a percentage dice for me?
Oh no! Don't make me roll this. Hang on.
You'll love it. Don't worry.
I got a 0. Hang on. What's the other one? 20.
Just flat 20.
Just 20.
Cool, love it. Nothing unusual happens to you this time.
Okay. And could I use Blood Rose on
You can.
Nim?
You
Please
can.
make a con save.
Man, Nim is straight up saving. That is a...
Okay.
That's an 18. She hasn't,
Okay,
she
well,
hasn't
it does
rolled-
nothing.
Has not rolled lower than a 14 on any of it. Is
It's supposed to be...
Nim is still our biggest component.
I love how that keeps coming back.
Yeah. It's not even the Nim that you... It's like a
It's not
completely
even-
different
yeah.
Nim.
I guess I can't do anything else.
It is Nim we wanted dead.
Please roll initiative because the shadows are now know you're out to get them. Augustus
Has he finally...
he seems to not
Booked
even
it?
realize what's going on. He's
Oh my goodness.
he's telling some sort of story. You're not sure what it was, but it was this big.
Oh.
Great.
I got a 12 for initiative.
Uh-oh.
14.
Oh my god. Well, Lee got
19.
rolled a 5. So
Oh no.
yeah, and then guess what Nim and Augustus shadows rolled?
20 plus.
A 2.
Oh.
So who got highest?
Requin?
I'm gonna guess.
Obviously.
I'm gonna guess Requin.
Got a 19.
Yeah.
That plus 11, really nice, yeah.
Go Requin, go.
Okay, well, seeing as the things are now active in combat, she will drop silence.
Excellent. I'd just like to point out that Augustus just finishes a sentence. That was the last time I ever flew a kite in the wind. Oh my god. So, tell me more about you.
Shut up, you fool. Turn around.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sir, if you want to have a look at my backside, you'll have to ask much nicer than that. It gives you a bit of a cheeky wink, Eska.
I'll just nod in Requin's direction and let her have her fun.
yeah, she's already doing stuff. She's like walked past Augustus at this point, not paying him any attention.
No, he's like just looking at Eska now.
Yeah. She'll look at these two creatures very curiously, although trying not to show that too much. And will move her hands together and away, motioning for these very familiar hands to come and wrap around both of these dark figures and cast Hold Person. 3rd level. Please make a whiz save.
Ooh, they both definitely fail. Augustus rolled a 6 on the dice, Nim a 7.
Wonderful. Now, you both are paralyzed.
Excellent. Their faces contort, their mouths opening, larger and misshapen than they should be. Sharp, jagged edges, not teeth, just jagged edges of the mouth reveal, and a high-pitched screech seems to echo.
Right. Eska, you'll make this quick, yes? And that will be her bardic inspiration for you.
Augustus
Oh,
Augustus is still like staring at Eska and is just like, not too quick, I hope.
Can I stab him?
You said, sure. I've just checked the rule book and there's nothing in here that says you can't. Honestly, he usually deserves to be stabbed a little.
Yeah, he does. We never do it though.
No one ever stabs him. Maybe he just needs to be
Ali will be the
stabbed a
first.
little.
Yeah,
Just-
maybe
just-
that'll fix all his problems.
Lee is looking at him like just aghast, like one eye like half closed, just like the other one really open, eyebrow up, just like mouth half open, just agape. What an idiot he is.
Yeah, and that will be my go.
Excellent. Esker.
Yeah. Esker, hands start crackling with immense power, and he will cast Shatter at 4th level, just sort of centered behind them so it misses the party.
Perfect.
Please make a Con 19 save.
Oh
for
my
both of
god,
you.
Augustus Shadow rolled a 1.
That's great.
Nim Shadow rolled a 6.
Oh, this is gonna be juicy.
Yep.
Reminder, bardic inspiration is now a D10.
Woohoo!
Just in case you need it.
Oh, I'm rolling low. That's 7 damage total so far. 9 damage. A 17 lightning damage.
17 lightning damage.
And if they could make a wisdom saving throw
Ooh.
as well.
Nim will probably pass. That's a 19 on the dice.
Okay.
Augustus Shadow won't.
That will be
Excuse me.
9.
I'm sick, please. Forgive me.
So it'll be 13 necrotic damage to Augustus.
Boom. The strange shadow is ripped and shredded as parts of it fall off. They squiggle like little worms down into the woodwork.
And then my dragon will swoop around to the to Nim's side of the ship. And
Dragon's so good at swooping.
hang on, is it a cone? Breath weapon. It is a cone. Yeah, so she'll shoot a radiant blast across the ship, hitting both of them.
Yep.
What's that gonna be? A dexterity save, DC 19.
Dex save, DC 19. Oh my god, that was so close to being a 20 for Augustus, but it was a 2. And Nim gets a 10. Man, these shadows are no good. They try to leap and jump away. Guess who can't make dexterity saves? They are held.
Yep.
Yeah, look.
I'm holding them.
That'll be 9 radiant damage from the breath weapon.
Perfect. What is
And
your
then
dragon's
2.
name, by the way?
It's Rava.
Rava, that's right.
Yeah. But Esker doesn't know that yet. We can know that, but he doesn't know that.
Augustus is. I'm so sad that like Esker hasn't called Rava that yet, because Augustus would just be like, "You'd rather do what?"
And then with 2, hang on, 2 claw attacks, does a 27 and a natural 20 hit.
Yes.
Yes, cool.
Yes. There's a 27 and a nat 20 hit. What kind of game are you playing?
Oh my god, I rolled max damage. Both of them. So please have 12, 16, 19 for the critical, and
Yes.
then 10, 15 for the normal.
Excellent. That's
On
perfect. I'd like to point out that as you have been shattering and breath weaponing, parts of the ship have been flying off.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
No, I know. One of them hits Augustus in the back of the head. He says, "Hey, what are you doing to my bloody ship?" He turns around. "Oh, she's all in pieces. Hey! Good God, there's some shadows over there. That one looks like me." He gives Requin a little bit of a push. Get it?
Yeah, Requin.
Ah, you fool. Why do you not listen to anybody but yourself?
Well, I was listening to my heart, if you know what I mean. You should have told me earlier there was bloody ghosts over here. I mean, I assume they're ghosts.
Save me.
This is interesting.
My
Because
God. That one looks like Nim. Oh. I wonder if she remembers me. He sort of waves at the ghost Nim. The ghost Nim sort of like tilts her head and looks confused a little bit. It's like, nope.
Well, Allie, you're up.
Okay.
Ugh.
Have I noticed the shadows yet?
Yes.
Surely with all these light-based spells that have been
Little
thrown out.
Augustus.
Augustus did just yell, "It's bloody shadows."
Yeah. Okay. I gotta shoot the closest shadow to me
Cool.
because I feel like Requin is
Augustus
standing
shadow.
in arrow path. The other one.
True.
Yeah, not by choice.
Augustus did just push her forward.
It's interesting. Requin's so good at concealing her emotions. She isn't showing that she's like that irritated, even though I am.
I rolled a 30 to hit.
Wow.
I don't think that hits.
The Augustus shadow has been punched in the chest with an arrow from Fallen Lilies. Please deal your damage.
Do I get sneak attack?
Sure. Requin's within 5 feet of him now. Also, he's being held.
Oh, okay. It is 29 all up.
29 damage. Boom.
Yeah.
The Augustus shadow disintegrates in a piercing squeal.
That was easy.
Says Allie.
And I go, Jack, attack the other one.
Jack attack.
Back attack.
You, as Jack lumbers across the battlefield towards the Nim shadow, you hear Augustus playing his lute. This, "Oh, fair Requin, who's held the dark shadows, and that elf over there shot an arrow, it helped, I guess."
Still holding fallen lilies, I change my aim towards the real Augustus.
He has no idea.
Please.
Beautiful fair Requin, hair of white
I can't
gold.
shoot because I don't have any more attacks, but Jack can attack. Oh, dice rolled off the table. Oh, Jack rolled really low. He rolled a 6.
Perfect.
Aw, man.
As
He tried.
Jack tries to swing the very heavy sword, he misses the Nim shadow.
I'm gonna get him a better weapon one day, I promise.
Yeah, definitely. Lee. Lee is just turning and firing at Nim. Whew. One cool thing that I noticed now is I get 2 shots per round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, when does Ali get 2 attacks?
Do rogues get 2 attacks?
No, only if I'm using.
2 weapons.
Oh, yeah, only if I have a light weapon and I can make an extra attack as a bonus action with a different weapon with my offhand.
Ah, okay. So you're gonna be like, have a
So
dagger.
with a bow, I can't do anything.
Yep.
Two-handed. Yep.
Fair enough.
That is big damage. Isn't that 20 from Lee?
Let's go.
As the rifle explodes, it drowns out whatever Augustus was just about to sing, something about Requin's boots.
Goodness.
They contain fur.
It's just the curves
No.
the curves of Requin's boots, and then whatever he was going to say is just excluded by the erupting firearm sound that Lee has just made. She's shot twice in quick succession.
Yep.
The first one completely misses. The second one punches a huge hole in the Nim shadow. Lee turns to Augustus after she fires the weapon. Y'all better shut up real damn fast. He looks towards Lee and he says, Now, dear, you'll get your turn. There's enough of Augustus to go around for everyone.
I'd really, really like to shoot him now.
Lee just like looks around Augustus at Ali on the other side of the boat and is just like, Darling, I'll hold him. You shoot.
Good plan. Let's do that.
Unfortunately, the Nim shadow lashes out all across the boat. Please, everybody, roll a percentage dice.
Oh,
What?
hey. Oh, is this the... Oh.
Oh, is this the... Oh, yeah.
87.
Probably.
68.
So I have an 87,
9?
a 68.
Do you want me to roll for the other 3
No,
summons?
no.
No, cool.
just the players. 87, 68.
9?
50. Okay. First of all, I need everybody to make a Dex 17 save. Lee rolled a 17, so that's perfect.
I rolled a 16, but I have evasion.
Nice.
Oh, dang. I rolled a 17.
Escape.
Yep.
What roll?
14.
Excellent. Unfortunately, because you have shattered the ship earlier, it begins to collapse. Part of the floor falls in. Eska, you take 2 damage as the floor falls in and you are damaged by the wooden planks. That one did nothing. 2 lower roll. The next one was perfect. The floor collapses even more. This time you are ready though, so the DC is only 15. Please make another DC. Uh-oh. Lee does not.
Eskin does not.
Oh, I do not either.
Wow.
I don't...
You all
I rolled
thought
an
you were
11.
ready. You all thought you were very ready. I'd like to point out that the ship is like falling out of the sky now, and Augustus is still like standing where he was, just with vampire flight.
Can I use my inspiration die for this?
Wait.
It's a save.
Yeah, saving throw.
Yeah, cool. Where's my
D10.
Where did it go? There it is.
Ah.
Esker is okay.
Too bad we're not playing like sci-fi. It could have been R10 D10. So who failed? Because they take some damage.
I take half because of evasion.
13. As planks of wood split from the deck, stabbing into all of you. Uh, the next one. I will need a DC 20 dex.
Why are you like this?
Oh, Lee made it.
I mean, I
No,
rolled
please.
worse, guys.
I should have saved my this one.
Yeah, we don't. I don't. No.
No,
I failed.
there's no way.
Lee grabs a piece of the ship and covers herself
Wonder
with
if
it,
she's gonna-
protecting herself
Yep.
from the sludge that has just erupted as the ship crashes into the
Again?
ground. It crashes into some sort of swamp, and a wave of sticky sludge flows over all of you except for Lee. So, you have half speed and disadvantage on dex saves.
Huh,
You are covered in sticky tar.
I see.
Excellent. Augustus seems to notice that the ship has fallen, and he says, "Persephone, my dear!" And he floats down. He's trying to pick up all the different pieces of wood, trying to like stick them back together by hand. It's going to be all right, dear. We'll make it through. We always do. Meanwhile, Requin.
Could the Shadow Nim make a whiz save for a hold person?
No. They
Okay.
sure cannot.
Well, it's still stuck. And with one hand still holding this thread of movement and strength, she will cast Starry Whisper with the other.
Excellent.
That will be not a hit because yes. It'll be a 12.
12. Ouch. Nim, even held
Yeah.
in place, seems to dodge out of the way of your attacks,
That's just sad.
says Requin.
That's just not. Yeah, I guess she'll step away.
Which way would you like to a step?
Backwards, please.
Requin steps back near Viola.
That will be my goal.
Esker.
Ahoy! He will. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Whiz 19 save, please, as a bell rings through
Oh.
the air.
I passed. I rolled 16 on the dice.
Oh, get out of town.
Nim's back to rolling 16s.
Alright. Then Esker will bonus action order the skeletons to attack the Nim.
Mhm.
And then he will start rolling many dice. So I'll do.
One of the skeletons walks over next to Ali and sort of holds up its bow as if in like solidarity and fires it.
Aw.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20 from the archer.
That'll hit. Yeah, you're pretty sure, Ali, that if it had flesh, it would be smiling at you.
That will be.
I wonder if that's the skeleton that proposed to you, Ali.
Oh.
Maybe.
That makes sense.
That will be 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage.
And then another dirty 20 and a 24 to hit with.
Man, they all hit.
So 12 slashing and then 12 slashing. Cool.
Wow.
Sweet.
The two skeletons are left to just tear the Shadow Nim apart, throwing pieces of her off the boat into the tar as she dissolves.
That's one problem solved.
Says Ali.
Oh, hang on. I got something cheeky that I can do. Can
Augustus speaks up from the other end of the ship. After what you did to my ship, you're not seeing any of my cheeks.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna command Rava to do her breath weapon just so it glances past him.
Radiant damage next to a vampire.
Just so he can like feel it, not to hit him, just to like damage the ship some more, and just to make him aware that he's next if he keeps up his bullshit.
Sure. The beam of white light blasts more of the ship off into the water. Augustus stands up. Excuse me, what the heck are you getting your dragon to do? Here I am saving you from falling to certain death, singing you lovely songs. And what do I get in return? Pieces of a bloody ship. He throws pieces of it off into the water around. Requin, could you roll a 1d12 4 times?
Okay. 3.
3, excellent.
5. 11.
Ooh, 5 is
And 1.
5 is a tough one.
Oh, great.
No.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And what was the other one? And a 1? Perfect. Strange fractal circles open up all over the place. Unfortunately, this time, on essentially everybody, except for Eska, Dragon, Viola, and 1 skeleton. 2 skeletons. So, could I please have Ali
Yeah.
roll a 1d20 for me?
Sure.
That's a
13.
dark. It's a dark one, isn't it? Okay. 13. Excellent. Ali, every time you speak, let me go over here. 13. That's cool. Could you please make a DC 15 strength saving throw?
Oh, probably not. I rolled a nat 20. Maybe I can.
Nat 20. Excellent. Perfect. You feel no effect because you are apparently a goddess at this.
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm good at something, guys.
Yeah.
I
No
don't know what
effect.
I'm good at, but I'm good.
Requin.
Yep.
What was your roll? You are in a white circle.
D20.
Yeah.
12.
12.
Well, I was in the process of rolling my D20 and I got a nat 1. It's the same dice that rolled the nat. I'm just going to put it over there.
That's fine. Please roll a percentage dice then.
Right. 41.
Excellent. Requin, you find you're surrounded by a cloud of small, dark red butterflies. No matter what you do, you can't seem to shoo them away. For the next 10 minutes, you are immune to charmed, frightened, and stunned conditions.
Right.
Lee
Okay.
Lee also rolled in that one. Great.
Can I see her butterflies?
90. I just rolled 99. My God.
Whoa.
Two nines. 99. Wow. Lee has a small jade and gold dragon just sitting around her neck now. At any time during the next 24 hours, she can turn a single hit into a critical hit or turn a single critical hit into a regular hit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Huge. Ali, can you roll for Jack, please?
Yeah.
Roll a 1d20.
12.
12, hey? Okay. Please roll percentage for me.
48.
40 of the 8s. Cool. For the next 30 minutes, Jack will have +1 AC and +1 do saving throws.
Fun.
Cool. Okay, so way more people are in this circle. That is awesome. Everyone is just suddenly sucked into the white rift. Lucky it's not one of the dark ones. And
for everyone, it's not Augustus as well.
So everyone does not include
He's-
Augustus.
Yeah, good.
Like, he's about to get
Just
stabbed.
Yeah. He looks towards you as you seem to disappear into an infinitely small dot. Could I please get Requin to roll a 1d20? What happens as you step
6.
through the strange portal?
Got a 6.
Ha! Cool.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, sure is. Perfect. Unfortunately, you all take 9 force damage. As you are traveling through the rift, you suddenly get shunted sideways. Boom. And you take force damage. 3 days later.
What?
Yep. Could I please get you all to make a wisdom save?
Sure can. 25.
20.
Mm-hmm.
No, I cannot. 11.
11 is not high enough.
Wisdom charisma.
Even
I know.
Lee rolls. Wow.
Okay.
It seems that Requin is the most affected.
Oh, no.
17 psychic damage. Boom.
Oh.
As the portal finally closes in Requin's mind, you have been floating in a dreamlike state in the ethereal plane for 3 days. And you're suddenly shunted where you are supposed to be. The portal disappears.
Do we take half damage?
No,
Or none?
you take none. Requin took damage. You find yourselves suddenly very wet. For you've fallen directly into a canal.
Canal? Does Dargan come with?
Who?
Dragon.
Oh yeah, Dargan's around.
Just chilling.
Dargan's just swooping down from the sky. Getting Dargerated. Perfect. You seem to be in some kind of town. Things are bustling and moving at high pace. As you cough and splutter, I'm assuming most of you can swim. The skeletons just walk their way out of the water and shake like dogs as they come out up onto the pier.
Swim?
The viola just floats nearby, waiting for Requin impatiently to get out of the water. Jack leaps up onto a boat with Lee. Eska and Ali, you get to the closest thing nearby, which seems to be some sort of little round transport. Could you please make a... Let's go with either investigate or insight. As you stare
finally.
around at the bustling town.
25.
We love investigation. 21.
You hear a disembodied voice. Oh, you love investigation, but you don't love Augustus. I understand. Echoes a voice. Not really.
I got 13.
So, 13 for Ali. What did you get, Eska?
You got 21.
Yeah, 21.
And Requin?
25.
Excellent. Lee is just looking over towards Ali. The two of them sort of looking to make sure each other are okay. As the sounds of the town bustle around them. The other two of you, though, notice that a lot of people are sort of fleeing indoors, running away from something. It is unclear what. Let's
Do
roll.
not like this randomizer.
Yes. Let's roll a 1d4. That's very funny. Requin, suddenly you are slapped in the face with a fish.
Okay. Sure.
Yep. Would you like to look around, perceive, to see where you can figure out where the culprit is?
Yes. Where is everyone hiding from is the thing. I don't think I can. Well, actually, wait, I have a plus 13. Never mind. 19.
19. Excellent. It's pretty easy to figure out. Up on the bridge nearby, you see a sort of fairly short lady, maybe in her late 20s, early 30s, standing there looking extremely cross with you. Hands on her hips, a fish wriggling in her hand, several other fish swimming around.
Oh my god!
Looks down at Requin and just says, "Hey, what are you doing? Can't you see I'm having a battle here? Get out of the way of the damn fish." The fish that hit you in the face sort of swims up in the air and swims back towards the strange figure, swimming around her like some sort of sharp missile. Still looking crossly at you.
You did not choose to interrupt.
Well, you dang well did. Stop getting in the way. Fish aren't that smart. They're pretty cool, though. She says, almost forgetting. Suddenly, she looks towards the other end of the bridge. For rising out of the dirt and the stone and the woodwork comes a strange figure. A dark mass of tentacles and magic. A corrupted druidess. The world seems to come to a slow pace, as though the entire world is focused on these two staring each other down across the bridge. The druidess, after a long pause, says, "The time has come, Nim, for our final battle. Rin, 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 you will die here." The small figure on the other side, presumably Rin, says, Lady Jade. Now is our final battle. And they immediately begin to fight each other.
Does anyone else feel like we're jumping through storybooks? Or is that just me?
Says Ali
Quite
to
so.
Eska. Reckon can probably hear this as well. Lee's just like looking up at this like in shock.
I'm not really sure where we are or what we're doing, but potentially some of these
Well.
people seem to know who we are.
A strange witch just appears behind Ali and says, "You're so close, dear. You're so close." Just like literally standing on the water, pats Ali on the shoulder. Don't worry, it took me a while to get it as well. Without explanation, she just puffs out of reality.
I've decided I don't like witches.
Understandable.
From nowhere in particular, you hear, "Well, I still like you, darling. You're very lovely." And like I
Stop
said,
doing that!
Ali ship.
Like, slash at the air. Like, what's going on? I'm freaking out.
Yep.
You hear the disembodied voice somewhere very far in the distance. It's like, "Don't freak out. I'm making merchandise. It's going to be great."
That's wonderful.
Merchandise?
Oh boy.
What is a merchandise?
I have a great idea. Let's walk away from the battle and see what happens.
Unfortunately, you can't. Writhing
Aw.
green vines erupt all around the town,
Well, that's unfair.
crashing out of stonework, out of the river, out of the boats, all from Lady Jade. Meanwhile, Rin, the fish sorceress, is casting magic fishels and sharknadoes and piranha spheres towards Lady Jade, shredding their way through the dark druidess's magic.
Seems we must resolve each conflict we're thrust into.
If we must. Load up an arrow.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Who
I'm
finished the
gonna
last battle?
prestidigitation
Yes.
just to
Eska.
come on.
Skeletons.
Oh yeah, Eska Skeletons. You have prestidigitated. Reckon, what are you prestidigitating?
She was in the water. She's drenched. She's no longer drenched.
No longer drenched? No prestidigitatos?
No.
That's disappointing.
What did you expect from her?
Just make a farmer wizard cast prestidigitatos.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sure I can come up with
Oil.
other puns for all the
Boiled,
spells.
mashed, and stewed.
Yep.
Ugh.
Cast fireball. This is a cow that charges into battle and explodes.
Yeah, dealing fire damage.
Yeah. It's still fireball, it just looks like a fireball.
Just looks like yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
In any case, Requin is now clean and dry.
Yeah.
Exactly as nature intended. Ali, Estes
Yeah.
Skeletons finished the last battle, which means that Ali starts this one.
I'm gonna shoot the lady.
Excellent. Ali flicks between the fish sorceress and the dark druidess. Which lady?
The one that looks evil.
The one that looks evil.
Mm.
Perfect.
The one that looks like a tree.
The one that looks like a
She
cursed
does.
tree? That is true.
You got this. Hey, you get that
Ali get
plus
bonus?
one.
You get your bonus.
Oh yay!
Yes.
So funny.
This was fated.
It was fated. That's so good.
Okay.
Oh no. Yeah, for Requin they both look pretty evil. I mean, one of them's obviously an evil tree wench, and the other one is hit Requin with a fish. So both deserve to die.
I rolled an 18 to hit.
18 will hit. Not heavily
Aye.
armored, the druidess.
And then no one's standing next to them. Damn it. Okay. I rolled 14 damage.
14 damage. Boom.
Yeah.
The arrow punctures into the tree-like druidess. She points her hand directly towards Ali. Ali, please make a dexterity save. Without even looking, the druidess is counter-attacking.
Do I still have disadvantage?
No, that only lasted for like a couple of hours, I think, or half an hour, and you were in the ethereal plane for 3 days, so Requin sacrificed a bit of health to remove all those negative effects.
Wait, so if we were there, we're like restored again?
Sure. I'll pay that.
Yeah.
You had a nice rest in the ethereal plane for 3 days.
Oh, that's great, because I'm at 14.
If that's listen, I will pay that. If a 3-day stint in peace in the ethereal plane doesn't give you a long rest, I don't know what would.
I rolled a 26 on the save.
26. Perfect. Ali, which direction would you like to leap away from the giant vine that's about to crush the platform you're on?
Well, I feel like the only direction is through the water, to the water, because there's skeletons the other way.
Yeah, you got some other boats and stuff over here you can jump onto.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump that way.
Okay, athletics or acrobatics check.
Well, I'm a rogue, so acrobatics. Oh, that rolled really far. 22.
Excellent. Ali turns around and backflips,
Oh yeah.
landing
Yeah.
delicately between two boats, away from the tentacle that just crushed the platform you were on. You see several eyes along the tentacle squint as they look towards you. Any other action from Ali?
I tell Jack to attack. I don't know if he can get there, but he can try.
Jack just climbs up Lee onto the bridge.
Can he get into
Damn it, Jack,
melee
ask
range?
permission, dang it. We talked about this.
He can't talk.
He can dang well listen.
Can he get into melee range?
Sure. Jack
And
lunges towards Lady Jade, the corrupt druidess, raising Gravededge, the huge stone sword above his head,
He rolled an 11.
and stumbles backwards several steps from the weight.
Okay.
Oh, Jack.
Look, at least someone's in melee range now, so I can get sneak attack.
We do love our Jack.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's Ali's go.
Cool. Lee charges up her rifle with magic missile, creating her... I forget what it's called. See what happens when we skip D&D for 1 week. And I forget what things are. The specific ammunition that Lee is creating is... let's have a look at all these cool items. Canzon Fantasma. I wonder who would have Canzon Fantasma. That would be cool.
And
Sounds like some
musical.
sort of Requin weapon.
Yeah, maybe.
The Sorceric Missile. Sorry, just had to cough there. The Sorceric Missile means that Lee's next attack cannot miss and does the effect of Magic Missile. Lee's North Star rifle charges and sparkles with energy. The small sorceress on the bridge looks over and clicks and points her finger, and the sort of magical energy around the gun changes into small silver fish, a school of them, swimming around Lee's rifle now. Lady Jade is unhappy.
Yep.
Damn it, what are you all doing here? This is not your fight. You will all perish. This whole town will suffer and die and become one with the blight and become perfect like us. She screeches at you. And the tentacles begin ripping the town apart. Please, everybody, could I get Ali, Lee, Esker, and Requin to roll a percentage dice?
Oh,
I don't like this.
Die.
82.
3. How do I
42,
keep rolling so low?
87, okay. And Requin?
I was the 82.
Oh, who am I missing?
I
then?
was a 3.
What did Esker get?
42.
42, that's right. Okay, cool. So let's start with 42. Could I please get everyone to make a DC 17 dex? Lee fails.
Thanks.
I saved!
Oh, nice save! Yes!
I got 21.
Wow, right. Lee takes
I'm
5
happy.
damage as the boat she is in just collapses. She is now in the water and takes 5 damage.
Oh no!
Ripped in half by a tentacle. Next, I need everybody to please make a Constitution saving throw of 18 or higher. Lee has passed.
I got 18.
I definitely did not pass.
3.
Excellent. So Lee and Esker passed. Unfortunately, some of the tentacles near Ali and Requin burst open, and tiny eldritch crab-like creatures just crumble out, crawling all over you.
yeah.
You both take 8 damage as they begin to bite and scratch and stab into you as they climb all over you. Could I please get a DC Wisdom 16 from each of you?
Oh no.
I don't think
Nah,
that.
I failed.
I failed.
Esker, you do not have to. You are not affected by the eldritch crabs.
Oh. Woohoo!
So
I failed.
I mean, you can
theoretically, if I rolled a nat 1, what?
theoretically, you would be afraid.
Yeah.
You would be afraid of the eldritch crabs.
Don't I have butterflies?
Yeah, but they only lasted
Or
for a
is
little
that-
while.
oh.
Then you spent 3 days in
Days. Yeah.
You spent 3 days in the. What's that planet?
Well,
The ethereal
okay,
plane.
yeah. It's just the tiny black creatures. She doesn't do well with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
First
it
it was
is-
spiders. Now
That-
this is crab.
it's-
And bats. You did really
Bats?
poorly against
yeah,
bats.
that was
Yes, we know.
man,
Don't
that's
need
a-
fighting.
that's a deep cut, Esker. That's a real deep cut. That one. That was like episode 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yep. Right.
Cool. Requin, you are afraid. You are just afraid. You will have disadvantage on basically everything you do until you make a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Right.
Woohoo! Says Requin. Lady Jade is also going to try to attack Jack on the bridge.
Okay.
What is Jack's armor class?
It's a great question. What is Jack's armor class?
It'd be like. No, hang on, that's mine. 1 second.
He's following me.
It'll be. Skeleton.
Skeletons.
AC.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
13.
13. Excellent. I will hit twice. That is 19 damage to Jack.
Cool.
Says Ali, trying to figure out how much health Jack has.
Yep. I don't know how
It's
much
kind of
health Jack
ambiguous.
has.
I just decide when Jack dies and reappears.
Okay, I'll just write negative 19.
Cool, negative
Great.
19. That's a great health to have. Thanks, Jack. Excellent. Requin. Lady Jade is laying waste to the town. Rin is casting several spells. The magic fischls crash into Lady Jade. Lee needs to concentrate. Ah, dang it.
Concentrate, Lee.
That's fine.
Did she?
She does
Concentrate.
indeed. She did concentrate.
Yay.
With the help of Rin's fish, she has concentrated.
So I have everything at disadvantage until.
Yeah, at the
I'm
start of your
unafraid.
turn, you can try to unfear.
Oh, great.
So please make
Unfear,
a
please.
DC 16 Wisdom save at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay, that's. Oh, I rolled an 11 twice. Great.
You get +5.
I get +3.
It's so close to being +5.
Couple more levels and it would be +5.
Yeah, I'll get there. Well, she's still terrified of these little crabs.
Yep.
Despite that, she's still a rational person.
Yeah, she's very rationally sure that these things are the worst threat in the world.
Threat in the world. Oof. Okay. I can't
So much so that
just
you're just
walk
like
away
looking
from
around from them.
Yeah. Okay. I shall. Ooh, all of my stuff doesn't really do this. Okay, this might be fun. She is so terrified of these crabs. One of her responses is to make them more terrified of her than she is of them.
Love it.
Because that's what they tell you. It's like, oh, it's more scared of you than you are of it. And I'm like, no, you can't be more scared of it than me. But she will cast fear in
Perfect.
a 15-foot cone emerging from herself.
Yep.
Trying to get all these crabs. Please, I guess, collectively make whiz saves.
That's so funny. They rolled 18 on the dice.
Silvery bumps.
That's a 3. The crabs weren't
thank
afraid of
goodness.
Requin until Requin started crying and stomping around on the ground in fear. Apparently, your tears burn them like acid, Requin, as they fall, and your stomping seems to be just the right pace of frantic stomping to create a resonant frequency that seems to be jarring and disconcerting for them, and they quickly scuttle away.
Yep.
You're still afraid of them at this point. They're just not around you.
Yep. Well, she's then gonna just try and move away from wherever they are.
Probably hit Lady Jade as well. How long was that?
15 feet.
15.
Lady Jade. Ooh, that's not very good. Lady Jade's going to burn a legendary resistance.
Of course she is.
Yeah, the bark just falls from her. Her skin now looks newer. You're sure there's only so many times she can do that before she is laid bare before you. New wood. Heartwood.
Okay.
No more bark left.
Okay. And oh my goodness, we had rests. I get more bardic inspiration. This is great. I will use a bardic inspiration, call out to the spirits in search of help. While desperately trying to compose herself.
Yeah.
Because she would be caught dead, like crying. She is taught not to do that. So she's gonna try and reach out to some spirits and see if there's any guidance they can give her.
There's a cart of like onions just over here near this house. It's definitely what's happening right now.
Definitely. And ooh, I haven't gotten this. What? I have not gotten this before.
Cool.
I rolled Tale of the Mindbender.
Nice.
You evoke an incomprehensible fable from an otherworldly being. The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw or take psychic damage equal to 3 rolls of your bardic inspiration die and be stunned until the end of its next turn.
Lady Jade rolled an 8 on the dice.
That is whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess this spirit, half of Requin, I suppose, goes to Lady Jade and tells this incomprehensible fable, and that will be 3 times of my bardic, which is wonderful for me.
Hooray!
They actually rolled high this time. I'm so happy about that. Okay, that will be... That'll be 23 psychic damage.
23 psychic damage. Boom! Lady Jade is shocked, stepping back slightly.
And is stunned until the end of its next turn.
Excellent. Her eyes seem to glaze over like 2 purple ruby crystals.
And that will be my turn.
Excellent. Eska, could you roll percentage for me?
No.
It wasn't a request.
Well, I got a 31, but it was a request.
Oh, perfect. Excellent. Eska, you feel a change coming across you.
Change?
You feel your body shift and shake, and suddenly, you leap forward. A superhero. You are Rockman.
My...
Get out of town.
What on earth? Excuse me?
All your abilities still function normally, except you do them as a superhero, punching things.
Oh, okay. So
Please?
Lee's still lying down in a boat.
So all of my range spells are now melee spells?
Yep.
Okay.
She's stunned.
You say, Rockman, smash!
I hate you. I hate you.
Rockman, crush! You say, in a legally
All
distinct way from another different superhero.
Yeah, look, he will leap from the boat onto the bridge in front of the... and,
Superhero landing, I'm assuming?
obviously.
Yes.
And then he will charge up a black energy and punch in with the blight spell at 4th level.
Oh, blight.
Yeah. I believe she doesn't get a save at all from this.
No, what's your catchphrase as you punch with your dark blighted fist?
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
You gotta.
Hey, I'm not the superhero here, you are. In the background, there's just like a song playing. Rockman, he's the friend of the children, yeah.
I guess we just like say like eat sand or something like that.
Just something real similar, like rock power.
Nah, it's gonna be eat sand.
Eat sand.
All right, let's roll some damage. So the first 4 dice were quite good. 12, 14, 19.
Yeah, fuck this here.
And then 21, 28, 33, 37 necrotic damage.
Boom! You punch a hole right through that dastardly, devilishly druid. The screen goes kind of like white for a second. You see a big like pow as Eska punches.
Yeah.
My friend.
And then I guess he orders the skeletons to attack.
Yes, excellent.
Skeleton attack.
I'm sorry. Don't you mean the rock minions?
Ah!
The rock minions. Your psychics, quickly run up. Pow, Biff, Zork.
Oh
Make their attacks.
my. Archer gets a 22.
Excellent. The archer fires at close range, punching with its arrow.
Six piercing. I'm assuming 13. And,
Does not hit.
Oh, and dirty 20 would probably hit.
Dirty 20 will hit.
Cool. For 12 slashing.
12 slashing. I
And
like
then
it.
the dragon will come over and come have some fun.
Don't you mean the rock beast?
Oh, if only Lee could see all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's missing out.
Lee sees none of this. How long does this shit last for?
And I've seen it, and I tell Lee everything.
Until
yeah.
I get sick and tired of it, I would imagine.
Alright, so from like directly above, Rava will just like blast the beam weapon so it doesn't hit anybody else.
Excellent. Rava just vomits a line of rocks. They look like bad CGI as they fly out towards Lady Jade.
Can you please make a DC 19 dex save?
No.
Cool. Let's
She does not, unfortunately, have plus 11 to her dex.
She has plus 11.
No, she doesn't have plus 11.
Oh. 9 radiant damage.
Cool.
And then some stabby McStab claws. That's a natural one. And that's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. Oh, she's stunned, so she can't do anything back.
That is correct.
Yes.
Can't even
Yes,
use
I
her
was like,
legendary resistances, otherwise she would have used it before.
You're welcome.
Woo.
Requin over in the side is just like, what can I say except you're welcome?
Except she's
Sings
dead
Requin,
soon.
so she's dead.
A 13 piercing from Ziklo.
Excellent. Lady Jade is looking worse for wear. Rockman and the Rock Minions and the Rock Monster have made short work of this dastardly, devilish druidess. Nim helps Lee up out of the boat onto the bridge. So looks.
Wow.
Oh my god, your friend's so cool. Is he a real superhero? Rin seems to be like trying to mimic Rockman's moves. She thinks they're very cool. So ducking and weaving.
You're leaking now, see?
I'll just sketch this later on a book that keeps ink.
Rin seems to be like trying to practice doing like a hero landing now.
Aww.
Oh.
She's a little copycat.
Yeah.
I do love Rin. You should be on it actually, Rockman. Normally Rin only really sort of like cares about like strong female characters in her life that she aspires to be more like. She sort of copies their mannerisms. So
what I'm just like out of the game for a second. So what
Sure.
I'm hearing is that Rockman is now canon in D&D Club World.
Absolutely. Please.
This is kind of like a mashup between both. I don't know whether this is like real or not. Listen, Rin wasn't even there to like defeat Lady Jade. This is an alternate timeline where like the two of them are like Saturday comic book villains that show like fight every week.
Yeah, but my understanding of what you've told me about Rin is she transcends like
No, that's
reality.
That's
suddenly a
true.
witch.
Oh, no, that's-
Suddenly a witch pops into existence. Ah, that's me, dear. And then pops
There's a
back
witch
out of
again!
existence.
Oh.
Hey, yo, stop doing that again!
Yeah, I'd just like to point out that she was knitting Ali scarves.
Aw.
I love that she's like a #1 fan.
Oh man, Relaine is like the #1 fan of Ali as a ship.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
She literally named her yacht Ali.
If she didn't, she has now. Yeah. Relaine is really funny because she's very aware that she's a character in D&D. Very, very aware. And she's just fine with that.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Alright. Well, that's me.
Excellent. Rockman has pounded into Lady Jade. But will they be able to succeed? Tune in next time, fans, for this next episode of Rockman, starting now. Ali,
Yeah.
on the last episode,
Right.
Rockman jumped up and punched Lady Jade, the Rock Minions, and the Rock Monster, helping him out. What will Ali do?
Good. I will shoot the tree.
Perfect. You're not quite sure where this voiceover is coming from, Ali. But it seems to have
everything's
faith in
been
you.
weird. 24 to hit.
24 to hit. The arrow punches into Lady Jade. That stun was real well played, Requin, because Lady Jade could be doing all sorts of fun stuff.
I'm just glad
Oh, I rolled
rolling
so
the
high.
dice was
Mm.
nice. Look forward to rolling more 12s on that table.
Yay!
34 damage.
Wow,
Ooh.
that is a lot.
Yeah. I
Lady,
rolled so high.
Lady Jade falls.
Yes, I did it again.
Well
Defeated
done.
something. Okay.
Yep. Ali, you hear a voice. Fatality.
Double kill.
I like-
And Lady Jade suddenly is hit by the arrow and explodes and spins away. I'll be back again, she says as she disappears off into the distance and a little sing sparkle in the sky where she disappears to.
K.O.
Rin moves over in the middle of the bridge and just dusting her hands. Ah, another battle well done. And the entire town comes out and starts celebrating. Yay! Woo! They're all celebrating around you.
I would like to get off this boat.
Excellent. Ali, you hop off the boat and head up onto the bridge.
Hey.
The shenanigans anymore.
Ali, could you
Yeah?
roll a d12, please? Could you do that 4
Oh,
times?
you mean that dice I never use?
That's the one.
Uh,
Whoa.
4 d12s?
4 d12s.
Okay.
Yep.
40 12s.
I got
14.
a 7, a 6, a 3, and a 10.
A 6, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that a 6, a 7,
A 3 and a 10.
a 7, a 3, and a 10? 10. Wow, that was very well done. Portals open up. Unfortunately, the 2 light portals have opened up on the other side of the map. 3 skeletons and Viola are trapped inside. Requin, could I get you to please roll a 1d20 for me? As you are all
Sure thing.
sucked towards the Viola's dark portal.
I assume I'm unfrightened now.
Yes.
Great. She's just like, let's just get this over with. That's a 14.
Interesting.
Right. One of these days, we're gonna go to the light portals.
Yep.
One of these.
Oh my god. That's going to be hilarious. Cool. As you are all sucked into the dark portal, and terrible, terrible things happen, on the bridge, the small fish sorceress Rin waves, "Bye! Bye, friends! I don't know where you're going. Have fun." Could I get each of you to
Have
roll
fun.
percentage for me?
Mm-hmm. I keep getting 80s.
84.
I did it.
85.
I
84,
rolled
85.
a 5.
You rolled
A
85.
five.
Rolled a... Why are you getting all single digit? What is this tomfoolery?
Excellent. So, Requin and Eska, you find swimming with you a small magical fish.
Yay!
Could I please get you to each roll? Let's find the table that I want here. Could I get you each to roll a percentage dice for me? Requin?
62.
62. Your fish is a sort of swirling yellow and translucent orange as it swims. It swims through the air and decides that you are now its little reef home, Requin.
Mm.
Eska,
31.
31.
Yep.
Excellent. Your fish's color looks like cloudy ice, or a jug of clear goo.
That's so fitting.
In any case, we don't need these light portals, do we? We'll just throw them away.
Yeah.
How cool are these, by the way?
They're so cool.
My friend from Taiwan, she draws them as part of the therapy that she does. She's a psychologist, so she shows people how to draw these as part of like therapy. They are like insanely cool. So I just gave them to me, and I was like, wow, they actually would make really cool mystical portals.
Yeah.
Or, in your case, really nasty mystical portals.
Yeah.
Well, it could
What
be
it-
cold on the other side. We don't know.
That is true. Okay.
We'll see what we get to.
You all get sucked into the mystical portal.
Oh. No. Why are we here?
Yeah.
Why are there two bridges? This looks very familiar.
This does look very familiar.
This isn't good.
Been
No.
here before.
No.
Oh no.
I can't do this again.
First of all, Requin, could I get you to roll 2 different D6s? Tell me which is your first and which is your second roll.
Okay, first roll is a 4. The second
Sure.
roll, it is another 4.
Could you roll the second one again?
Which is a 6.
Okay. Your your wisdom just increased by 10.
What? What?
Yep.
Like the
Yep.
stat?
Yep. Your charisma, which is your 6th stat, just went down by 10.
Okay.
So Requin's useless now.
That will last
Okay.
4 rounds.
4 rounds. Guys, I have a 27 wisdom now.
What?
What modifies this wisdom change?
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, I have a plus 18 in perception. I'll be really good at perceiving things.
That could
That's really
actually
let's go.
could actually come in handy.
11.
Eska, could you roll 2d6s for me?
2 of them.
Yep.
I can do that.
She's useless.
1,
Excellent. Oh my god.
and I'm assuming you want me to re-roll the 1.
Yep.
And I got 6.
Excellent. Your strength went up by 10. Your charisma went down by 10.
Ah! No, it's already horrible.
That's alright. That's alright. 10. Does that change it? Did that do it? Yeah, it did. Oh, my charisma is now not okay.
That will last 6 rounds.
Oh, the -1 modifier to my spells.
Ali,
I have.
Yeah.
please roll.
Sure.
This is great.
I rolled 2 5s.
Why are we okay.
Could you roll
Wait.
the second 5 again?
I rolled a 1.
Okay. So your intelligence just went up by 10, but your strength went down by 10.
Okay, my strength is 0.
The minimum of 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
if your strength is 0, you die.
Yeah. It
Incredible.
does say minimum of 1, maximum of 30.
Um,
So Lee's
Guys, I am really, really weak now.
Lee's charisma just went up by 10, and strength
I'm
went
sorry?
down by 10.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm really smart, guys.
Says
Now you know what
Ali.
it feels like to be Eska.
Is this the equivalent of the scorpion poison again?
Yeah.
Could be.
Okay.
This is great.
Perfect. Excellent. You find yourselves in a dark tunnel in the corner of a cave somewhere. You can hear a gentle breeze blowing.
Could I look around, please?
You can indeed. Requin immediately looks around.
She's not gonna speak. Let me just do math real quick.
So with a strength of 1, is my bow heavy?
Yeah, you struggled to lift it up.
Oh no.
That's real funny.
I am gonna go over to Lee and just fall on her.
Yeah, Lee does look real good right now. She does like a cool hair flip with like
Damn.
plus 10 charisma. What a babe.
Damn. That's a 34.
A what?
Is that 34 of perception?
You are sure that there is some sort of creature just around the corner.
Uh-huh.
You can hear them and triangulate their position.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna motion, like, with a finger up to her lips, like, shh.
Sure. I'm glad no one's intelligence went down, because that would have been real funny.
And then I'm gonna get Viola to go around that corner and just grab the first thing it feels.
Grab the first thing it feels.
Well, like a creature, not a wall or rock.
Huh.
I mean, it does have the eye in it, but
That is true.
yeah.
Would
Yeah,
you like,
wait,
would you like
I'll
to...
close eyes and I'll look through the viola, so therefore I can, like, cast hold person or hold monster if I need to,
Perfect.
so I can see it.
That is fine. That is fine. So I just have to find a thing.
Really?
Okay. As your viola scoots around the corner, suddenly you hear a voice. Oh, what's this? Unhand me, please. Are you looking through the eye?
Yeah.
Excellent. Recommend as you look through the eye, the person who is there, who is sort of bending down and studying some rocks, stands up and looks at you. You're shocked to see a skeletal face staring back at you.
Oh. I missed her.
Oh. What's an instrument like you doing in a place like this? Curious. I must examine you. Come here. She's now trying to like grapple with the Kunzon Phantasma.
So are we like aware? Is she aware she doesn't have charisma anymore?
Who?
Requin?
Requin, no.
She has no idea. Okay, this is great.
Oh god,
She
Lee's
will.
lasts for 6 rounds as well.
This is okay. Mine only lasts for 4 rounds,
Yeah,
right?
I'll count down.
Yeah. She's gonna walk to this mysterious lady, who I
Yes.
won't say the name of, and cough into her hand like, and who might
She's
he be?
literally like struggling with like Kunzon Phantasma like right now.
Yep.
Both the viola and the skeleton lady both look at you as though they're like two kids that have been caught fighting. Oh, is this your instrument?
Indeed.
Fantastic, isn't it? Does it play well?
Yes.
Hmm.
You didn't answer my question.
Sorry, what was the question?
Who might you be?
Ah, I'm surprised you do not recognize me. I am the greatest detective, Nonna Rossa. She's sort of waiting to see if you recognize the name.
Would she?
Nonna Rossa. Ah, surely you've heard of me. I solve mysteries up and down these lands.
Would I guess she's from a different world, so she wouldn't. Oh, you're a detective?
Indeed, indeed. I have solved many, many puzzles over my many years. I am the greatest detective. She takes out a small magnifying glass and sort of twirls it in her bony fingers. Now, to solve the mystery of you, sort of holds the magnifying glass out in front of herself. Her skeletal eye socket seems very large now as she zooms in and out with the long magnifying glass. That's the word I was looking for. I blame being sick for forgetting what the word magnifying glass is. She says, "You don't seem
Okay.
like you're from around here." Ah.
Oh, no, not at
I
all.
have not seen your particular type of face before, and I noticed that you have some rather strange injuries here. Yes, curious. Your style, your clothing, not any form I've seen before. Where do you come from?
Well, you're a detective. You should figure it out.
A challenge. A challenge I shall enjoy. She stares at you intently.
What is your favorite mystery you've solved?
A good detective never reveals their secrets, but I did have a lovely time in a haunted mansion once. Fantastic, full of mysteries, strange letters, and unusual puzzles. It was a good time, actually.
Interesting.
No, what is interesting is you. What is that magical aura you possess? Fantastic. Are you aware that you've been affected by planar travel? Not just between planes, but between worlds? My dear, you're all jumbled up.
Right. Really? That would explain. We've been traveling a lot recently.
I think not. I think you're staying in the same place and we're the ones moving past. Interesting. Very curious. Now, judging by your state, I assume you have others with you?
Yes.
I noticed that gem in your hair. Does not look like something you would gather yourself, of course. I think it's a gift.
Perhaps.
Hmm.
She'll then sort of turn to the corner and cough into her hand more to get other people's attention.
Yeah, I don't think my legs work anymore.
Lee's
They
just
feel
walked
too
around,
heavy.
just like hanging off Lee.
Eska takes a step and the floor like cracks beneath his feet.
Ah,
He has now got 20 strength, so
Lee's dragging her rifle as well because Lee's got like next to no strength.
yeah.
Two strength. Ali's got one.
He's like sort of dumbfounded, like just punches a wall, breaks.
Just smashes it.
My arms are heavy. My legs are heavy.
So-
Everything's heavy.
It's so cute. Oh god.
it's so cute.
Yeah. Lee's just calling us. Eska, can you carry us?
This just picks them both up and starts juggling them.
Okay.
This is not usual.
Yes. Yeah. Nonna Rosa, upon seeing Ali and Lee, it's just like, interesting. I'm not quite sure who the tough one is out of you two. You both look like you're made of spaghetti noodles. Just sort of walks up and prods Lee. Lee sort of crumples backwards.
I try and whack their hand away, but my arm's too heavy, and I just go,
Yeah. Very pretty, aren't you, though? She looks at Lee up and down. I mean, you both are, but this one, stunning. My goodness. Could just eat you up, couldn't I?
No.
Oh, I see. Well, love is all, as they say. I hope to find myself a lovely man one day. Now, down to business. She turns around and walks sort of back towards the middle. It has now been 4 rounds. Was Eska just in the middle of punching a wall?
Well, he would have already done the wall.
Okay, good. I've just had this picture of Eska like punching a wall with his newfound power as it wears off.
Oh,
It's gone now.
Yep.
That's
You're only 4 rounds, right?
I thought you said 6.
Oh, 6 for you then. Yours is still on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, let me
I
just
forgot.
adjust this real quick. Oh my goodness, she's no longer a fangirl. Let's go.
Who's no longer a fangirl?
I imagine because her charisma is lower, she wouldn't have much of a grasp at controlling her outward appearance and performing and stuff. So she's genuinely curious about Nonna Rosa and being like, oh, what is your best mystery? Like, tell me all about it. But now, her whole demeanor changes and is rather... You're rather used to it. She stands up straighter and will look at Nonna Rosa. Yes, and that business is we are here to collect, or at least resolve some sort of conflict or complete some puzzle before we are whisked away.
Really? Ho, ho, ho. And you come to little old me in the flesh. Well, then let's set a puzzle for you. You wanted to know one of my favorite mysteries? Fantastic. She waves her lantern and sort of dances through the air across the chasm to the other side. The bridges collapse, leaving a dark chasm. Solve my riddle then. This was from one of my favorite quests of all time. The Haunted Mansion.
Oh no.
Mm.
I need to think.
She... you need to think.
All I can remember is the bear rug. That's
The
it.
bear rug.
Yeah. And there was a candle, and then doors opening.
She looks over at your viola. And she says, I have a riddle for one such as yourself. I called it the Father's Symphony. We had to solve this one in the mansion, but I do go on. Tell me, what song will wake Father? First, open with the chord you see, then wonder what that voice could be. Now you play a dissonant tone, and flow back and forth like the sea and the moon, the sun, the earth, the bee, the bloom, the life, the death, my soul, his breath.
Yep. That's it.
She
Yeah, Ali, you have intelligence.
Ellie does have intelligence.
Can we have the riddle written down?
Ali, you may write the riddle down. Please make an intelligence check, insight, wisdom, whatever you would like.
Wisdom is really good.
You can use your intelligence to intelligence-size
And I got a 16.
a 16. Excellent. You write down the riddle as best you can, paying mind to the inflection of Nonna Rosa's voice.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to...
In real life, I only got one line down.
I surprisingly got more than I thought.
I made the mistake of writing by hand.
I didn't even try.
The question is, what song will wake Father? First, open the chord you see. That's it. That's all I wrote. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I missed this. So C B C B. It's a
First open with the chord you
notes.
see, then wonder what that voice could be.
Oh,
Now you
and
play a dissonant tune and flow back and forth like the sea and the moon, the sun, the earth, the bee, the bloom, the life, the death, his soul, my breath.
Okay. Wait. Let me just
Requin plays on their viola.
viola, yep.
That was not a piano.
That was not a piano.
It was definitely a viola.
Requin just pulls a pocket piano out and starts playing. Come on.
It's so close
Is
to
it
being
bad that I have
an
Yeah.
arpeggio.
Yeah, Requin, can you go get a viola, please? I want,
the closest I got is my guitar.
please.
Well, that's good enough.
The
Okay, sure, let me
a strange
Very
strange witch appears next to Requin like in midair. And it's just like, yeah, I expect realism here.
She disappeared again.
She sure did.
What was it? CBACB?
CBACB.
Nonna Rosa
Enough.
claps her hands. Ah, marvelous! You solved it. You fantastic. I can see why. Is everyone this smart where you come from?
I know. They're all idiots.
Y'all skeleton lady? Everyone a skeleton over here? Says Lee. Nonna Rossa says, skeleton? I don't know what you're talking about. I am a dashing young lady. This flicks her hair. Now, come across. I'll show you the way out. She pushes a sort of rock bridge across the middle, forming it out of magic.
Oh, lovely.
Hmm.
Yep. When we'll walk across.
Yeah. Just go across. Let's do it.
Requin, Eska,
You're not gonna
Viola.
help the two people who can barely walk?
Oh no, that's worn off now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Also, Eska, you're not Rockman anymore.
Yeah, I saw that.
Very sad.
Just for that one battle.
Yeah.
Shoot, it's my turn to roll d12s. Uh-oh. 8. Well,
Oh no.
that's Ali and Lee.
Oh, it's a dark one again.
It is a dark one
Not
again.
again!
That's another 8.
Ah.
Heck.
That's a 6. 6 is a light one. Which is here. Nobody. Cool. That is a 9, so that's a dark one
This is
here.
rigged. Ooh.
And a 1, which is a light one over here. So, unfortunately, Ali and Lee have stepped into a mystical portal.
Oh, not again.
You hear Nonna Rosa say, "Oh, fascinating," as the portals collapse with small thunderclaps. And you are all sucked into a dark portal. We have hit dark portals every single time.
Light one on the first one, or was that dark as well?
Was it? Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was that one that you had in the top left there.
The
Possibly.
floral one that you...
Yeah.
Shoot, that's
Yeah.
me again. I need to roll the thing. Uh-oh.
Oh, how much damage do we take?
No, just shut up, alright? It's not always bad. Except this time it is. Except this time. It's bad this time.
It's bad this time?
It's bad. It's always bad this time.
Yeah, it's bad.
Excuse me.
Thing.
Let's roll a d20. That's... We've already had that one.
Make a career of popping portals.
3, huh?
I don't
Oh,
think this is
no.
doing anything for Ali's love for magic.
Could everybody please make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw?
You...
No.
Not one.
Lee did not.
I rolled an 18 plus
Nice.
1.
Requin is immune.
Eska did not.
Sorry?
Eska did not.
Esko did not. Lee did not.
Ali also did not.
Okay, so could I please get Ali and Eska and Lee to roll a 1d4? Lee can go first. Lee got a 4.
Eska got a 2.
I got a 1.
Perfect. For 6 rounds, Eska and Ali, as you teleport through the portal and arrive in a familiar scene.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
at least I know this one.
Eska, Ali, you notice that how best to describe this? One of your arms is not quite teleported yet.
Ah!
It is you just
It's like a splint.
you just have both an arm missing, and slowly a little sort of magical sort of sparkly, fizzy effect is slowly growing your arm back as it is trying to catch up with where you have been teleported.
Oh, like reverse what happens in Endgame.
Sure.
You know
Yes.
when
Sounds like a
Oh,
split
Endgame.
The Harry
in
Potter
Harry
thing?
Potter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
when they teleport.
yeah, except this one's less permanent than that. For 6 rounds, you are at disadvantage on all strength saves and ability checks, dex checks, or any attack that requires 2 hands. Ranged and magical
Great.
attacks featuring semantic components are also at disadvantage.
Oh, good thing I can just hurl
Rocks.
saving throws.
Yes.
Although Lee rolled a 4, so that means Lee lost a leg. One of Lee's legs is slowly growing back. All
Oh,
terrain is considered difficult and disadvantage on dex saving throws, ability checks, and strength athletics checks.
Yikes.
Cool.
Well, as long as we don't run into any trouble, it's fine.
You hear a voice. Unfortunately, trouble is what you've got. And you look up to the top of the area. It is Lelia.
But we like Lelia.
You're late.
So.
Get over here and sit down, says Lelia.
late for what?
For the meeting. Don't ask so many questions. Do what you're told.
I'm missing a hand. Can I sit here?
Lelia starts like tapping impatiently on the stump in front of her. Listen, we can't move the plot along if you don't damn well come over here.
What? What are you on about? We've already done this.
Oh, fine. We won't do it properly then, says Lelia in a completely non-Lelia type voice.
I'm ready to go to sleep now and wake up.
Yeah.
In a
Oh, yeah.
in a puff of white and blue smoke, where Lelia once stood, stands a strange figure.
I can't be any stranger than everyone else.
Oh, why is he
Oh,
here?
no.
Why is he
No.
here?
Why is he here?
Why is he here?
Excuse me, sir. You're
I'll
not
tell you
here
why I'm
until
here,
next
good
season.
man. Lights, camera,
Oh.
action, he says.
Oh.
And you are immediately bustled into the middle of the
I
area.
have a question.
Sure.
What's a camera?
What's a camera? My God. Listen, we don't have time to catch you up. We're just going to have to accept that and move on. Now, he says, as 4 shadowy figures that you can't quite make out usher you into the middle. Now, I know it's a little bit early, but I just couldn't wait to meet you all. You're so fantastic. Hello? I mean, can't we have a good time together?
Good time.
Who are you?
Oh, fine. Then we'll fight to the death.
Can we not?
I don't know. I've never considered that. I don't think so.
I can do a card
I'll have to check
trick.
the rules.
Do you want to see a card trick instead? You look
Ooh.
like someone with like a good card trick.
I do. And he sits down on the front of the log. Show me.
Okay.
He,
Do I still
he
only
sort of-
have one hand?
yeah, he literally like holds out his hand, and you see his hand seems to be made of some sort of aged wood, and he just curls his fingers, and you feel yourself just float through the air, and he drops you onto the log in front. Show me.
Do I still only have one hand?
He looks. He says, yes, it does appear you are a one-handed
Okay.
card trick. So desirable.
Okay. Please roll high. Oh, one of them was a nat 20, but the other one was 17, so it becomes 30.
Excellent. Ali, you perform a one-handed card trick.
Yeah, I got this.
Perfect.
Oh yeah.
He stands up and he's, oh my god, that was fantastic. I can't believe you had disadvantage on your dexterity as well. That was well played. I must say, I didn't think you'd do it. There's a shame about that other dice, the nat 20. That would have been insane. But now it is my turn. I have a trick. Let me just, give me 1 second. And he pulls out a sort of really sort of stretchy, strange, pale balloon. It just keeps coming out of his jacket till it's like a foot long. He's just like, sorry. 1 second. It blows it up. It just turns into this enormous, like 20-meter long worm of a balloon. It's like, impressed?
Sure.
That's not the trick! And he immediately starts
I
folding
was
it.
impressed.
He immediately starts folding it. It's just like, 1 second. No. No. Wait, does that go? Give me a minute. I can do this. And he turns around and takes a step back. Floating out towards you is a blow-up beholder.
I knew it.
Can I stab it and pop it?
You, yeah, sure.
My dagger, yeah.
Perfect. You go to attack the blow-up beholder. Please make your attack.
Is my dagger stabbed? There.
Let's just put it that way.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
As your dagger's like flying towards the blow-up beholder, the strange man in the top hat is just like, Nat 20, not fair! Why don't my dice do that? You hear some like rattling. It seems to be.
I don't own any dice.
Wait, it's not cheating. Fine. Stab away. How much damage do you do, Ali?
Oh, how much damage do I do on my dagger? That's a great question. Not a lot. Daggers do 1d4. Oh, do 6 damage all up.
Excellent. It does seem to do more damage. Piercing damage seems to be the one weakness of blow-up beholders. In fact, the strange man in the top hat falls to his knees. He's like, piercing damage! How did you know it was their one weakness?
It looked like it could pop.
Unfortunately for you, though, the large eye in the middle of the beholder squeezes shut a little bit, and it immediately fires eye beams in all directions.
No.
It's
fine.
It's not fine. It's a beholder.
It's probably
No, it's fine.
It's probably fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
It's probably fine. Oh shoot! I need to. Oh wow! I need to find the. I need to find the actual. I think it was this
I remember
one.
this was the specific item I got from that
Yeah,
quest.
here it is. Here it is. Perfect. Where's the stats for the blow-up beholder? Let me find that. Where's the stats for the blow-up beholder? Let me just scroll down here. Blow-up beholder. Here we go. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. While inflated as a bonus action, you can command it, and it moves at 5 feet float speed and makes a squeaky eye beam attack each turn. Perfect. It makes a squeaky eye beam attack twice towards Ali. The first one squeaks right past you. It literally is just like a semi-inflated balloon that shoots out of one of the eyes and squeaks past you. The second one does hit you though.
Aww.
And you take. Excuse me. I'm just low-key dying. Hooray for being sick. You take 10 damage as the squeaky eye beam hits you. Fantastic, fantastic. Combat begins. Who figured out the last? It was Requin. Does that really count, Requin?
Wasn't it?
You figured out
I don't know.
You figured out the Duvalacking in not
I
a Rose's
guess
place. Requin,
the
you can go
Duvalacking.
first.
Okay. Well, she's gonna step slightly to the left of Allie. Like a little behind her. Like a diagonal. Yeah. And look at this strange man in a top hat.
Excellent. He
And say,
leans out from behind the blow-up beholder. Yes.
You said you couldn't wait to meet us. Are we
Yes,
going
I
to
know.
meet you again?
I'm a little bit early. It's not right. Not like, I mean, it's winter time now. Not the right season, if you catch my drift.
Could I then try and cast? I say try because this might not work. Yeah. I would like to try cast Higanbana
How do you
On
even pronounce that? He says.
on this mysterious man. She doesn't much care for a balloon. Please make a whiz save.
Yep. He like peeks out from behind a tree. You can hear like liquid tinkling. He's like, I'm doing it now. He failed his whiz save.
Okay. That is command. Although I have a feeling it might not work as intended. Command to harm himself on his go.
Excellent. He begins walking like a puppet. For the first time you see his face, he is a puppet. He is some sort of strange wooden man. He literally appears now to have strings attached to him. Sort of moving around. This is like, oh, and then the strings are just slashed by spinning daggers. No strings on me, Requin. You'll pay for that.
Worth a shot.
A shot, you say? In that case, Requin, what was the save for your command spell?
That was 16.
Oh, Lee has failed. Lee shoots a shot at you.
Great.
What is your armor class? Oh.
15.
I'm going to guess that if I roll a 2 on the dice, it doesn't hit. Lee struggles
That would be
as she seems to turn of her own volition, but manages to shoot beside Requin rather than at her. Lee's face is just like contorted as she's trying to fight against the strange man in the top hat. This is like, hard to find good help these days, isn't it?
very well. I'll play your game for now.
Ooh, I like games. And he literally pulls out a dice and rolls it. Requin, would you like to roll a 1d10 for me?
I wouldn't like to, but I'm doing it anyway. 6.
Good, he says. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he says like he's counting down a list. Excellent. He's just like, oh, I love this one. Let's bring down the house. And he begins like jumping around. The snow just like ripples like it's made of paper. Exactly like this. Could everybody please make a percentage roll?
Percentage.
Throw a D20 and then you take the percentage.
So, yeah.
63.
I got higher than 10. I got 44, guys.
So I've got a 44.
16.
I've got a 95 that Lee rolled. A 16 that Reckon rolled.
63.
And a 63
3.
for you. Okay. Requin, you just sort of shifted around. Nothing really happens to you. Could I please get a dexterity save of 15 or higher from Eska?
Which?
Could I get a dexterity save of 17 or higher from Ali?
No.
Oh, God.
No from Eska?
Nope.
No for me.
14. Excellent. Eska, a trapdoor just suddenly opens up below you,
Yay.
and you fall into a spike trap. You take 14 damage.
14!
Yes. Ali, you failed as well?
Yep.
Cool.
But it's a dex save, so I
Take half.
take half damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excellent. The ground just rips and tears, and you fall into a hole, taking 4 damage, which will be halved to 2.
Yay.
Lee, unfortunately, is now being pushed forward as the ground literally ripples like a wave across the whole battlefield. Everybody, please make a DC 16 dex to leap out of the way. Lee has passed.
21.
I passed.
And a fail.
So,
No.
Eska takes 1d20 damage, which is a 9.
Oh my god.
Could you please make a DC 21 Constitution save?
Brother man, I can! I can do it!
Excellent.
I got 21!
Nice.
That is glorious.
As you are not currently drowning in the wave of reality, the strange man in the top hat looks over and sort of, raspberries, he says. Perfect. That is one of his actions. How many actions do I get to take? I'm going to take 2 more actions and blow up 2 more blow-up beholders.
Great.
They begin floating towards the party. I will then use my final action to roll a 1d10 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, this is cool. Perfect. He suddenly just stops being fun. And he is just a dark, dark presence. He becomes a terrifying demonic clown. Rows of teeth like knives. He stands there as though completely shocked for a second. And then 1d4. That's Ali. He just leaps at you.
Oh no.
Terrifyingly leaps towards Ali, making an attack. That is 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22. Do you have 22 armor class or lower?
Yeah.
He will hit. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, That's 20 damage. Oh, wow. That's cool. Ali, you now have a fear counter, which means
Okay.
he does an
I was-
additional 1 damage to you.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge the 20 damage.
Perfect. So he still hits, but
I
you
just
don't
take
take
half
damage.
damage.
Perfect.
I take half.
You take half damage? Excellent.
Yeah.
As the giant demon lashes out at Ali, its eyes roll back in its head like a shark before it strikes. Eska,
Ahoy.
I believe Requin has had their turn.
Yeah.
Did I use bonus section for Bardic?
Sure.
Just gonna
Oh, he's back to being a normal dude now.
Oh.
roll on very cool table of things and see what we get. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Tale of the Phantom. Invisible to the end of its next turn, or it hits a creature with an attack. If the target hits a creature with an attack during its invisibility, takes necrotic damage equal to my Bardic Inspiration die, and is frightened of the target until the next end of the frightened creature's next turn. So I will put that on Ali.
Okay.
So you are invisible until you attack.
Excellent. Where's Invisibally? There's Invisibally. Excellent.
And that will be Nego.
Eska,
Yeah.
any action from yourself?
Allegedly.
You're in a pit.
I am in a pit.
There's literally another man with a top hat like peering over the pit now. He's going, my goodness, what are you doing in that pit?
Well, yeah. I don't know.
I do. He just turns around and walks away into the forest, hands behind his back.
How deep is the pit?
Oh, it's about 6 feet.
Oh, so I could just like climb out of it
Sure.
easily. Yeah, so I'll climb out of the pit. Given that like my head would poke above the top of it anyway. I will.
It's more the fall onto the spikes at the bottom that hurts.
Yeah. I will. Yeah, I will cast Shatter on the middle balloon.
Excellent. The one that's like currently just deflating. It's literally just going up.
Oh, is it like dead, or is it?
No, just very slowly deflating.
Oh, it's just very slowly deflating.
It's like an air mattress that someone's like accidentally broken a hole in. You don't know where the hole is. It's just slowly.
Okay.
It's like half size of the other beholders at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and anything within 10 feet of it, will also have to make a con 19 save.
Excellent.
Yeah.
The other two blow-up beholders will fail.
Lovely.
The strange man in the top hat will also fail.
Lovely. Let's do some damage. So the middle one failed too?
Yep.
Cool. So everything failed. Love that. Ooh. Oh, it's okay.
It's literally like a guy standing next to you right now, just going like, "That's a lot of dice." My
It is
goodness.
a lot of dice. It is a lot of dice.
Get in hell, he says.
And 26.
Meanwhile, this guy is
Lightning.
like blowing up in slow motion, flying forward as the beholder blows up. Sort of
Yeah.
looking at everyone else as though like how funny this is.
Yeah, so 26 thunder damage.
Boom! Pop, pop, pop. The blow up beholders pop. And old mate Top Hat goes flying and lands face down in the snow over here across a beam of wood. Another version of himself walks over and picks this one up. Says, fantastic. Takes a bite out of the arm of it. Seems to be made of chocolate.
I see. Now I'll turn to him and say, "Are we done here?"
Where?
Are we done?
No, I'm the ringmaster. You're Eska.
Oh my god.
Aware of who I am.
Well, then
If
where
we are
are
not-
you?
Very well. And Eska will bonus action sling a soul from his lantern.
The ringmaster's just there, just like, bring it on.
Does a 25 hit?
A 25 does hit. Behind you, Eska, there literally is a sort of tank rolling up with another ringmaster inside, and as you're, I'm going to assume a fire crocodile
Yeah.
erupts out, it just yells, fire! And a big flag comes out that just says, bang! And it's got a picture of a fire crocodile on it.
9 necrotic damage.
Perfect. 9 necrotic damage is dealt. The wood seems to begin to rot away. The ringmaster looks at Eska and is like, that doesn't go back, you know.
I wasn't planning on it.
You planned this? Damn it, I knew I forgot something. Can we have a 5-minute recess?
Allie, you're up.
Okay. I'm invisible and in a hole right now, aren't I?
You're just invisible.
I'm just invisible.
Wait, if he's made out of wood, does that mean he's part tree?
Oh, can we blind him?
Literally like a tree nearby that looks now like distinctively like the ringmaster, but just covered in leaves is like, no, I'm not a tree.
I
The one over here, by the way, like as you look at it, just like fell over. It was like a cardboard cutout.
Allie is so confused.
There's
She's gonna attack
there's another
the
ringmaster
tree.
over here that's just like shakes your hand and says, "Hi, so confused. I'm Dad."
I'm gonna shoot the tree ringmaster.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, I still have disadvantage on everything. I don't have a hand. I can't shoot.
Use your teeth.
I will throw a dagger.
The ringmaster literally like just takes off an arm and gives it to you. It will help you shoot.
I throw a dagger at him.
Excellent. Allie suddenly appears, throwing a
You
dagger
get
at the ringmaster.
necrotic damage as well.
I got a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Is someone standing next to him? That's our ally.
Yes. Eska is within 5
Okay.
feet.
What necrotic damage do I get?
1d10.
Okay. Is 3 necrotic damage. And 22 piercing damage.
The dagger punches straight into the chest of the ringmaster with a solid thunk. I'd like to point out that while you were lining up that dagger, there's just like literal spotlights on him and a drum roll. Yeah. He now like stumbles around. Oh, oh, oh! You got me. Oh, oh. And he falls over. A small white flower just popping up in his hands, and a tombstone pops up above his head. The strange dark spirits disappear in puffs of white smoke. The trap disappears in a puff of white smoke as well.
I'm not looking forward to meeting him again.
You hear a voice from nearby, Requin. That's rude.
Okay, so a witch, a vampire, a fish person, a skeleton, and now whatever this was.
Just like leaps back
What's
up.
next?
Whatever this was. He's like picks up his tombstone and like just stomps over to Ali. Points. Ring master! Ring master! Whatever this was. Never have I been so offended. Just dies again.
My statement still stands.
He does not.
Oh, okay. I feel like Ali just puts her head going, okay. What do we do? What is happening? How do we stop this?
We done here?
He just pops back up again. I don't know how to stop things, but I sure as heck know how to start them. He sniffs the air. I sure hope you don't die down there. I look forward to meeting you if you don't.
Down there.
Down there?
And he just collapses the world in on itself. Like the entire place is made of fabric. The logs, the trees, everything seems to just deflate and flop. Stitches becoming undone. Seams tearing. Paper ripping. Everything just seems to be fake. A light falls from the roof above and smashes on the ground nearby. And the entire place just collapses, dragging you down into darkness once again.
Oh, familiarity.
Me.
Wonderful.
So,
Our
Wonderful.
characters are going to be so frustrated when they eventually meet Ringmaster again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah, look. Basically, a lot of this stuff that happened, you will not remember.
Oh, okay.
So be
That's good,
prepared
'cause
to
otherwise,
be prepared to wonder
That's
why
good.
you have small fish swimming around you.
Oh, yeah, no. Bregman doesn't keep pets.
Yeah.
That's not.
Be,
It's not a thing she does.
be prepared to wonder why you have a superhero outfit in your backpack now.
Oh
Uh,
Was so good.
yeah. Ringmaster's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
there's so much chaos, and I love it.
Love him.
Don't know if
That was
Ali
so
will
Yeah.
love it, but
That
I
was-
love it.
Oh yeah, no.
that
We're
was
gonna
just
hate it.
just a warm up. That one.
We do.
So, just a warm up.
Warm up.
But yeah, thank you for participating in super secret episode. I think I did okay. My voice definitely held out. I did drink a lot of tea, which helped.
Good.
I also drink some tea.
And yeah, I still coughed sometimes, but yeah. I think I probably, like, in retrospect, now looking at how I feel, probably could have made it through a stream, but just the added needing to, like, look at chat and interact and things happening and disrupting
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Just didn't want to deal with that tonight. So not while I'm unwell and potentially coughing. So this was a I did not want to miss another session playing with you guys. So yeah,
This
that's
was
the main
super
thing.
fun.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
We don't need to live stream D&D. We can just play together. Look at us
Play
go.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us.
We
That was so
just
good.
yeah. That was awesome. It was a good fun idea. I was just like I really like the idea of just having some fun in between. It doesn't really affect the story because you get a long rest before and afterwards. But yeah.
Okay, good, because Ali's at half health.
No, you're all back to your level 1 selves
What?
Oh, yeah.
for next
Yeah.
episode. I mean, hashtag spoilers.
My
Don't if you're watching this video, don't listen to what I just said. Future,
Well, this video is
future-
going to come out long after we
future
stream.
me.
long after. So
Yeah, but I mean, if someone's watching the videos in order, then
Oh.
Yeah.
then future me, beep that out.
Yeah.
Assuming that I can figure out how to bleep something out, because I actually don't know if I know that.
that's the future Nietzsche problem.
That's a future Nietzsche problem. That's right, and maybe Gast.
Mm.
We need to
Yeah.
after the season finishes. I think we need to spend some time just editing videos, maybe, and
Yeah,
have a
get
look
them
at
all
that.
out.
Yeah, that'd be good fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I should let you all go to bed, actually. And I need to go to
I'm
bed as
gonna
well.
be up for another hour.
You what? You have to be awake for another hour.
Hour and a half.
Cool. I have to be
Okay.
at work in 10 hours. So I have to be leaving for work in 10 hours.
I have to be at work in 9 hours, but I have
Maybe
children,
awake.
so I need to leave in 8 hours.
Yeah.
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 But this was
Wait.
definitely worth it.
Leave
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop recording
Yes.
now.